More than 6,000 people have died since I started this talk. If during the day we remembered and prayed for the souls dying right now, do you see how that could be a powerful motivator, a good nudge to do your daily duty? When you're faced with the dilemma, do I do this or do I do that? I don't really feel like doing this right now, even though I know I should. Okay? If you think of the dying, that person who's dying right now, wouldn't it be a little bit easier to make the right decision? Okay. And then you're fulfilling the request of Our Lady of Fatima to make sacrifices for sinners. You're living a good life, so you're preparing for your own death. Think of the crown of glory you're making for yourself, of the joy you're giving to the Sacred and Immaculate Hearts in helping to save souls. Think of the joy that you will feel when upon your death, you're met by the souls of those whose prayers aided in their salvation. And because Mother Mary Potter was herself a slave, consecrated, the whole book is a practical application of true devotion to Mary, specifically through praying for the dying, which was the special devotion of her order, was to care for and pray for the dying. So, the lessons that I learned from my particular brush with death this past year. First of all, the importance of preparing for death, of making at least a monthly preparation. Secondly, that shock therapy does not replace solid virtue. And everyone needs to find a devotion that helps them live a full Catholic life. I recommend Mother Mary Potter's Devotion for the Dying. It's not a new devotion, but she encapsulates it beautifully for slaves. So for me, it's a good motivator. And the third thing that I realized was how grateful I am for my vocation. Where would I be? One of the biggest regrets of those who are on their deathbed, when they look back over their lives, is the times when they didn't correspond with grace. And except for the very few saints who weren't confirmed in grace, we all have those moments. Okay. But if I hadn't followed my vocation, if Our Lady hadn't been guiding me all these years, where would I be? The older I get, the more I appreciate my vocation. And that appreciation is one of the greatest consolations of dying as a slave. Brother Hugh MacIsaac, the second superior of our order, promised us religious, that if we keep our rules, when we die, Our Lady will place us as lilies before the throne of God. And what is true for us, the first and second order religious, is true for you, in whatever capacity you are a slave, whether you're a third order member or you've made the consecration.